You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for Project Runway. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Project Runway news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for Project Runway.
Oh, yes. We should just start shaking. Don't bounce too much, girl.
A little flip edge, you know?
Like,
oh, they're all in there. They're in there.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
If only I had a cane to lead the marching band.
Come take my hand. I won't let you go. I'll be your friend.
Ooh, this beat is sick.
I love you so deeply. To kiss you at night. She's gonna kiss him at night. Oh my God! Oh my God! Why am I singing the microphone?
Because it's the end of the episode, the end of the series. It's the end of time.
Aww.
And also, for our special segment, it's all about the Queen.
Oh, yes, it is. And we are here.
We sure
have made it all the way through another season of Project Runway.
It feels good.
It feels good.
It feels good. It was a very productive season.
Very productive season.
We were tuned in.
Interesting season. We've had some great AfterBuzz shows about the season.
Sure
and
did.
We got ourselves through season 9. We are episode 13, Masked. And of course, for those of you that tuned in with us last week or throughout the season, I myself am Courtney Stewart. I have the lovely Christina Beatty here with me today.
Hello.
Wait, did I say Beatty? It's supposed to be Beatty.
No, it's Beatty.
It is Beatty.
That's
Okay.
right.
It was the one T. That's what throws me. Got it. And then we have DJ Jesse J, of course, in the booth.
Je ne sais.
Doing his thing. And for those of you that are wondering why you can see Christina's boobage.
And why Courtney has long,
and
voluptuous
why I have
hair
all
today.
This hair today from the cheap Halloween store for $12.99.
Gorge, doll. Gorge.
Well, as you all know, last week we discussed fashion fantasies.
We sure did. Well,
Because
what's your fantasy?
all of the wonderful designers of Project Runway got to develop a line that should be their like fantasy dream come true line to show to the world.
Show did.
So obviously my fashion fantasy, I had said last week was Jessica Rabbit meets Diana Ross. Due to some unexpected illness this week, I ain't have time to pull that off.
I'm glad you brought that up, though, because I feel like we were almost like these designers throughout the season. They get a challenge, and they think they've got it planned out, and everything sounds good on paper, and then it all goes to shams.
And when I was shopping, I completely felt like Anya who had lost her money because I ain't had no money.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I need to pull off some kind of outfit, and I need to be inspired by this outfit, and everything I was looking at was like, oh my God. So first, I just have to say, ABS made this like very 60s white and pink sequin dress that's like a go-go dress with like long sleeves. So freaking gorgeous. That dress was $495. And it would have been perfection for my Diana Ross look, but I could not spend $495. So I had to shop, and I had to look, and I had to be inspired and make it work. So my new inspiration became a Tina Turner performance from like, I think it was 1969 that she did it. And she had on this like feathery, like, cause she always wore minis because she had great legs.
Oh, of course.
It was a feathery mini, and she had long, crazy hair. And all I could see was her doing Rolling on the River, Proud Mary, throwing her hair and all of that. And then I thought Barbarella when I put my wig on. So I was like, yes, I got Tina Turner and Barbarella made modern with my leather jacket. And
I love how you put your little modern spin on it.
My leather booties. So that is where my inspiration, and that is why I'm wearing feathers.
Make it work.
You can't see how short it is, but it literally just covers my butt. So when I walk, I have to like pull it down.
I think they call it coochie cutters.
Yes. And
Pretty
I
sure.
would never wear feathers. I would never wear white in a mini, ever. And I wouldn't wear anything this short. So that was my fashion fantasy. I did what I could.
You look great.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
I feel different with the hair.
I love
very
it.
Different. It feels very different.
It's hot.
And the lashes. But it is what it is, you know? We got to do what we got to do.
That's right.
So let's hear about what you had going on.
Well, I did the Chris March Gaga inspiration. And initially, I was telling you how I wanted to do the trash bag dress.
And we were so excited to see the trash bag.
And I was so excited to do it. And I feel like a failure, honestly, but now I'm even more committed than ever to make this work. It was kind of a one-shot deal, and with that kind of fabric, you really have to be careful because you're just going to rip it, and once you're in that kind of dress, you can't even use the bathroom, and it just was not happening. So, you know, I just threw it together, got my glam out, got my glitter, my black.
And the boots that you need to like throw up on the table real
and
quick.
The twins.
Do us right, and the twins.
Everybody's here.
So Gaga's always on the edge doing whatever she wants to do. And so Miss Christina came and said, you know what? I'm going to just put my yitties out and put on some boots.
That's right, honey, because I was born this way. And I'm letting you see what I was born with today.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. They look very perky and happy. So
Thank you.
I'm mad at you. As long as they're not on your thighs.
That's right.
Do as you do.
Okay,
Flaunt it while you can.
That's right, honey.
Jesse,
keeping it all together.
Jesse, you real quiet in the booth, and I don't really feel like you participated.
My bad.
He's letting our outfits speak for themselves at this point.
His inspiration was like David Beckham, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to be like shirtless, kicking a ball or something.
You know?
You're supposed to be
maybe
oiled
next
up.
Year. Maybe next year.
Oiled
You
up,
know.
ready to go.
Rex is his ball return.
That's next year.
Little ref.
It's all good. It all good. But before we launch into the episode real quick, I just wanted to, I was sort of doing research again for the show.
Atta girl.
And I obviously, because we got to see Fashion Week a little bit earlier in the season because it already happened. And there were some looks at Fashion Week that made me think, first of all, I love just from other designers, but also there were some looks that made me think, based on last week's episode, why weren't our designers along these lines? Do I have those pictures, Jesse? The first one, it's black and white.
I mean, I have to apologize for you guys, it's black and white, but for our viewers at home.
Oh, it is in color? Okay, good. Well, okay, this I picked out because I saw Anya in this. And I thought to myself, this is Tadashi Shoji. Tadashi Shoji, I always say it's too many syllables. But it's just this flowy pattern. It's like soft pinks and whites and not necessarily her earth tone color palette, but walking on the runway, because you can actually like see the runway shows, like they have the videos online. And I was like, okay, Anya, based on what you showed us last week, I was scared and I was thinking this was going to be coming from you. And I was going to get this free flowing, like beautiful woman that's ethereal and wonderful and earthy and fabulous. And we weren't getting it. So
Sure won't.
Tadashi obviously showed it to us, and I, again, cannot afford that dress, but if you would like to send it to me, I'd wear it.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, Courtney. Always looking out for the common designer.
I know, right? Like,
look at that hat.
This was loving it, okay?
Gagging.
It was like Katharine Hepburn.
That's the pantsuit.
Freaking amazing
jumpy.
Charlie's Angels. Like, I don't even know. Was this Anasui, I believe? And just, I don't even have nothing to say except I loved it. It was another neutral sort of palette.
It's beautiful.
But it was just gorgeous in the high-waisted pants, and it's all...
And that reminds me of the white on white we saw earlier tonight.
Fantastic. And why did I think this should be Kimberly?
That's what I'm saying, the white on white outfit.
But I hadn't seen the white on white outfit yet in my brain.
Really?
I don't know if I remembered it from seeing the fashion show, and I just saw this and it was subconscious, but I was like, oh my God, Kimberly should have done something like that.
Her side style.
Exactly.
I wish she would tap into her side style. We'll definitely talk about that more.
We'll get there. And then the second one was also Anasui, which was interesting because it was kind of not anything like the first look, and it was black and it's short and it's edgier and hipper, and I was like, Victor.
I know. Doesn't that look like that could be an inspiration to Victor?
Yes, the second line that he was doing, because he had two lines going on, which we will talk about, but
almost three.
Exactly.
From what we saw.
So that's how I thought of Anasui, and I thought, oh, that's Victor. That's what we would like to be seeing from you. And then the last one.
Anasui's listening to us right now being like, bitch,
whatever.
Check my resume.
I'm fabulous. Anyway, and then the last one was Vivian Tam, and I thought, of course, Josh, because we can't see it, but on screen it's like this soft blue, I believe, and it's like oranges and yellows.
Are those rips in the bottom?
Crazy. No, I think it's like what do you call it? Embroidery or like cutouts, but it's, what do you call it? Like stencil, but not. I can't think of the word.
Okay.
But whatever it is, it was like printed on the bottom, and it's a lot of print going on. The coat was like nicely printed and all inside.
So gorgeous.
But the color was like very, because obviously this is spring stuff, so that's why it's all bright and whatever. But it's like pale blues and yellows and pinks and oranges and just very, very colorful. And I thought, Joshua.
Like a field of flowers.
A field of flowers away from your neon.
Oh, God, away from the casino.
But anywho, those are a few things that I just thought were lovely and wonderful, and a little reflection on what was going on at the Real Fashion Week, where our Project Runway contestants showed their collections, which we will now jump right into.
Yay!
Because we don't need all that backstory. What do we need all that for?
There's enough to talk about.
They got $500. They got to go to Mood. They got 2 days. They could pull some new stuff together, do whatever they want. There were some interesting moments, but we want to talk fashion. Runway. So all this time building and building and building, and we get to the runway. They do their little walk to Bryant Park the night before.
Like, oh my God, this is where we're going to be filming tomorrow.
Oh my God, let's walk down the runway. It's so amazing. I hope I pull my life together. And then they get there.
Last opportunity.
I know, like it's over my mom and I miss her and everything. Okay, so they're all dramatic. Like they've all got sob stories about why they're there, and I don't mean to be insensitive, but I really feel like this was like this is the first, everybody had a sob story. Like brother died, 2 brothers died, a mother died, 2 mothers died. Like it's craziness. I was like, what's going on? But anyway, so
life experiences make you exactly who you are.
So obviously they have made them into some very interesting people, because we got some interesting collections. So we opened the show with Miss Kimberly.
Love her heels.
She was rocking some silver platforms. I never really saw the top. I don't know what was going on. Were they booties? Were they like straps? I don't know, but it was very interesting.
You know how her models had that little like elf boot in the front?
Yes.
I felt like it was maybe almost like that.
Perhaps.
But higher.
Very, very high. But I did not love her dress. She always looks tired to
me. Little frump. Well, she's a designer.
Yeah, but I feel like even Anya, you can tell she's tired, but she still looks refreshed, like when she's going out. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Kim, just a little more concealer and some lipstick would have made you pop. That's all. Because you're the star. This is your moment. When have she shown at Fashion Week? This is her first time.
She'd be tripping at the finale, though.
But
trying to get her life together. She was just trying to get her kit together.
She was in the back. She didn't have no kit. She couldn't sew nothing. Didn't have no buttons. Couldn't put a zipper on anything.
And Anya was like, here,
boo,
have some of mine.
Help you.
She's like, go ahead, take it, because I'm gonna beat you fair and square.
Whatever you need, you do it, because I'm gonna beat you, because I'm better. But so we get this Kim collection. We had, hold on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 looks. Started out with a look we'd already seen.
Yeah.
Sort of the like cobalt blue sweatshorts with the like
the bow in the back and the shapes
thing. And lots of hers was cobalt blue, hot pinks.
The urban look that she was going for.
She was going for the urban look. She did not really change the scary skirt that had the fluffy butt.
God, I don't know why she even put that in there. That was ridiculous.
It was bad. If anything, she should have just made a new mini with some zippers to go with the hot pink dress.
Or just cut that whole little front part out that was like dipping up.
Like a normal skirt. Like just make it a pencil skirt. It looked
Jesus.
like a labia. Like it was bad. I don't know. A labia with zippers.
No.
Like, you know how they have the pictures in health class?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's what it looked like.
I agree all day.
It was very vaginal and I didn't like it.
It sure was. But that metallic blue
thing
with the abalone,
into the metallic thing,
that little cocktail gown.
I was confused. I loved
it.
The like rainbow flowy thing, even though I think she had too much going on underneath it because there was like shorts and a tank top.
Like you really enjoyed her urban style, and I really liked her side style.
That was, I mean, it was weird. Well, okay, yeah.
You liked more of the flowy stuff.
Well, not just that one thing that was flowy. I love the high-waisted white pant. Like,
that white on white was divine.
If I wore white pants, OMG.
Absolutely.
That's been like one of my goals in life. To be able
wear white on white?
To wear white pants.
Oh, I cannot, baby. more power to you. Do it.
One day when I get there, but I haven't made it there.
I will be the first jerk to like spill my coffee or my red wine.
Spill my coffee. You can see every dimple.
But how hot was that?
But it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And
breathtaking. And then I like that black shimmery top with the open on the side over the pink.
Yes, it was over the pink. And then that led right into the super shimmery, glittery, fabulous evening gown with that strap just down the center of her back.
Breathtaking.
Nobody can wear that except bony
Heidi.
model with no breasts. But you look at it and you're just like, oh.
You're like, if only. If only.
It's so beautiful. Why?
It was gorgeous.
I mean, I was thinking in my head, is there some way we could rig the boobies? Like, there's just no way. There's nowhere. Because
tape.
The V goes all the way. Like, but even the tape would show because it's cut like all the way here. It's so beautiful and drapey and fantastic.
Bando?
If you want your bando to show, but that takes away from the glamour of just that bare back.
Like, you want to wear dresses like that with boobies? You got to make sacrifices.
One day to not have boobies. But I'll be thankful for my boobies.
What are you saying? That's like smacking God in the face.
That's true. I'm going to appreciate my yitties. I love you.
There you go.
You're my favorite. Even when you're not where they're supposed to be.
Oh, they look perfect.
We hate strapless bras up in here. Sorry. That's where that was coming
Queens
from.
of the straps.
Yes, queens of the straps. We need the straps. I should have just worn one myself since I'm wearing my jacket.
Oh, you look beautiful, baby.
So yes, Kim, her urbanness, she had toned down her styling quite a bit. She did a softer braid down the side instead of the crazy
I Dream a Genie.
Yeah, that was insane. And and she took away, she had a lot of bags and stuff in the first show, and she took all that away. So congratulations, Kim.
Atta girl.
I starred 1, 2, 3 outfits.
I starred 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go. So out of 10, you did pretty good.
And 7 if you count the 2 extra I gave the finishing black dress.
Technically, so I starred 3, but I did like that very first look. Not necessarily something I would wear, but I liked it.
It was a strong,
and I just thought it was really sexy in the back. Like, to turn around and, like, I just think it's so hot when you can wear, like, sweatpants, but then there's that little, like,
Heidi said
sexiness.
She described it as the peekaboo moments.
The peekaboo moments. And there were lots of them, and they were really great. And sad that we missed out on the hot pink dress because that ugly jacket
Yeah, exactly. Like,
and there was a hot zipper on the back.
They were so cute. There were 2 right down the booty.
We didn't get to see any of that because we were too confused by that ugly jacket.
Oh, my God. Gross.
But nonetheless,
that was like the 80s threw up that jacket.
And it didn't fit. It was like short. It didn't do anything for the proportion of the dress. I don't know what she was doing, but she had great colors, I thought. I love the colors.
I did too for the most part.
It popped. It was nice. I think it spoke to what she was trying to speak to. Her
and
urban girl, I'm a girl.
Honestly, she took the words out of my mouth once we saw her line because I really thought that she might take it home. And I wasn't even rooting for her this whole season.
When I saw that white outfit, I was like, oh.
I was like, who is this Kimbo? Because we never met her before.
Well, she went back to the pants that she had done in, like, episode 2.
Okay.
And finally got a clue. Like, that's what you do really well.
Okay.
Why didn't we have a lot more of
Nina.
those? Thank you. Anyway. So good job, Kim and Kim. You did all right. And then there was Josh. Jersey Josh.
Joshua. Let's talk about his outfit. Black leather blazer.
I was going to say, how do we talk about his outfit? I don't even know what it was.
Let's
like,
start from the shoulder.
He had some tassels and some boots and some fringe.
Some fringe on the leather pants and
whatever works.
Whatever works.
Making his statement.
There was nothing wrong with it, but there wasn't anything right either.
But then so his collection. Can I just, before we go into this, I don't get it. It opens with a lavender, one shoulder, like cocktail-y kind of dress with a gold chain, which is only interesting because of the gold chain. And because the gold chain was created. It's well made, but it wasn't new. It wasn't interesting.
The back was creative. I wouldn't say anything for the front of it at all.
So we open with that, and then we close with a big garbage bag, and then there was a whole lot of mess in the material. Like,
sure was.
There was some neon shorts with some shoestrings in them. Like,
those plum smugglers were disgusting.
Green neon shorts with shoestrings hanging off of them, cutting in the cooter.
Heidi was all about it.
Heidi was in love with them, but we're going to get to that. Okay, and then he was really incorporating that, they call it neoprene or whatever the fabric was, the plastic.
That casino carpet? The plastic armor.
Yeah, that he made into a bulletproof vest.
And let's talk about that because he draped behind those pants. Thank
Sexy
Lord.
pants became the hot genie pant with the weird booty look became a drapey skirt in the back, which was better than it was.
It was a good cover up.
It was better than it was.
But we're watching you, Joshua.
I will say that little black dress that he had shown in the previous week that made that one model look like a flub of fat looked amazing on the runway this week. It was just a black dress. It had a deep, deep V and paneling, and it looked really nice. It spoke to his ability to tailor. And
with the black leather jacket over it?
It was completely with nothing. It was just the black dress. I think the black leather jacket was in the one right before it. But it looks good, and the model didn't look fat, and that was great. But that print that Tim was ready to die over last week, I was still ready to die over. I was like...
Yeah, I know. The judges had some very different opinions than we did, actually.
So confused. I only starred the little black dress.
And oh my gosh, that black and gray jacket is timeless, of course.
I lost the love for that black and gray jacket.
With the outfit he paired it with?
Yeah, and then you could see the ugly print thing that was under it.
Yeah, the print took away from it.
Because I was like, initially it was very interesting because you could really see the cutout.
It was so sexy and tailored and put together, and then it was, I don't feel that it was style right, but...
It was kind of gross to me this time around.
I'm not a designer, what do I know?
Exactly. What do I know?
What do I know?
Trying to be Diana Ross meets Tina Turner meets whoever.
Heard that, honey. But those two black flowy dresses, I think...
were the same dress with a different...
They were kind of the same dress, but I think he redeemed himself when he pieced the plastic on the shoulders on that other one.
You prefer the shoulder? See, I prefer the neck. I prefer the breastplate or the neck plate or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Because I just feel like it was a sexy look for the woman. Like, shoulders, it just looked really nice on her to me. Like, I wouldn't wear it because I feel like I'd sweat and it would get foggy.
Condensation.
Not a big condensation all up in my breastplate, which is unattractive.
You're all like writing letters like...
I'm wearing a garbage bag and can play tic-tac-toe on my chest, which is weird. So it wouldn't work for me.
That fabric that he chose for those dresses, it was kind of costumey.
Yeah.
I feel like. But we weren't there. We didn't see it in person. But
I think it did give us some amp on the runway. It was kind of like, what is that? I mean, not in a positive way for me, but I could see how that's sort of a flash of like, it's not cotton. Like, okay, what? Don't know what's going on. But the judges speak to that later, which I kind of agree with them on, but we'll get to that in a moment. Let's move on down to Mr. Victor. Oh, I'm sorry, I fell asleep.
Yeah, me too, honey. I was expecting World War VII with Victor's line. I've been rooting for him this entire time, and he was such a disappointment. I'm sorry, Victor. I love you as a person. I don't like your finishing line.
He's been number 4 in my head since the beginning of the season.
Oh, my God.
He's one of those people that's real good at putting something together.
He's really good. I think he's very talented.
His sewing was beautiful.
Oh, of course.
The details, when they showed the details on those leather pants, beautiful. The jacket, gorgeous. I don't understand why there was 4 sheer looks that were literally nothing. Like, it was 2 sheer ball gowns with underwear.
It was a dominatrix sensation. What the fuck was that? Like, crisscross breastplate doing over that, like, sheer leopard. That would have been hot without that stupid...
But either way, it didn't match because then he had all these looks that were like the print from his photos, and it was soft, and it's like you could do. I feel like he did because he was trying to do soft and hard, and I felt like he achieved that.
I love soft and hard,
which I do too. But he achieved that with his prints and then doing that jacket. The jacket was white, so that made it soft. Was hot. But it was so detailed. That's what made it edgy and hard. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I feel like when he did all that sheerness, it was like, what do you that was, and it was nothing. Like there was nothing interesting about that. It was a big sheer piece of fabric.
And you and I were saying that we wanted print undies on that one chiffon.
He should have incorporated the prints, just like Nina said, into that chiffon, and it would have been way more like, oh, what's that?
Everything was so technically beautiful.
Yes. Very well executed, just not that interesting.
It wasn't enough of the je ne sais quoi for us.
And he left out the big ball gown.
Oh.
In exchange for a jacket and some leather pants.
How could you?
So I didn't really star any of his.
I liked the black blazer. That was hot.
Yeah.
The white jacket was hot.
I would say I liked all the mirrored tank tops. Like I like everything, but I feel like I would buy that in a store. It wasn't that exciting.
Wasn't next century look.
It wasn't that exciting. But he did a good job, and it was nice.
He was all right.
He was all right.
I was expecting more. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I agree. So after Victor, we close out our show with the lovely Anya from Trinidad.
Who has the best attitude throughout this entire competition. Everybody hates on her.
Hate on her hardcore. She still comforted Joshua when he was having his little nervous breakdown.
I know.
She helped Kimberly when she was losing her freaking mind. She's just real chill. A nice girl, and she did some beautiful work.
She sure did. That opening piece, that ocean flowy.
Wherever you found that fabric, I don't know, but it was gorgeous.
It was hot.
It was so beautiful.
It said, give me a margarita, I'm in Jamaica.
I feel like literally it was like the audience was on a plane and we were landing in our Caribbean resort.
And they're like handing out Anya designs as you get off the plane.
And you're like, I'm entering the Caribbean. It's amazing. So she did great. I mean, she did good, I will say.
She did good, and she turned it around real quick.
She definitely turned around the hot messery that we saw before. Black and white, bathing suit, cover up with a hoodie. I don't know. It was fantastic. I was like, I want to be that
It's like,
diva.
rewind. I got to catch that.
I'm that chick. I can't wait.
That would be so beautiful
on the actual
you.
beach, I would throw a hat on. Oh, yes, and my sunglasses. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then what else did she have that was
the pantsuit jumper?
When that was walking down initially, I thought it was kind of odd. But then when she turned, I could see that the line looked much better because it looked like it was a little too tight to me when she was walking. But it was just probably because it was like
Girl, these models can handle a little too tight now.
But it looks weird because then the seat of it looked too high. So it's supposed to be a little flowy. It looked a little weird.
That.
But I liked the pattern and I liked the idea. And when the girl turned, I was like, okay, that's hot. Like, if I could, I would.
When you saw the air flowing through the garment.
She's wearing the silk jumpsuit the way that I tried to wear when I was trying on a silk jumpsuit this week. And it didn't go so well. But she's doing it right.
Okay.
And then there was something else that I was like.
The black and white, the finishing with the neckline.
That one, I love that neckline. But I
love the dip in the back.
I love the dip in the back, but that's a very Pregos dress to me.
I like it up high sometimes.
I love that.
Once in a while.
I love anything that goes around the neck and exposes your shoulder to me is
and the back is so sexy.
It's very sexy, but I still felt like once it drapes down to here, it just looks like something someone would wear pregnant. So it's nice. Like it would be a perfect Pregos dress when you're trying to be a diva. So I liked it, but it was definitely a Pregos dress. But she had this cute little romper thing that was like little bitty shorts. They were like blue shorts and a pattern that was really cute, but like underwear.
Super short, but loved it.
Super short. I definitely couldn't pull that off, but. So she had a lot of fabrics, a lot of prints, and a lot of flow, and a lot of fun, and it was nice. She did a good job.
Minus the desert style.
I like the desert style. I wasn't a super fan of when she
Part 1
crunched up. Part 1 was good, right? That was the first one that we had in the
Part 1 was the camel cheap.
See, I like that. You're talking about the one that it was like flowy, but
no, Part 1 of the finale.
Oh yeah, because she edited the weird cover up and changed it a little bit, and I actually liked it in this one. In the finale. But either way, she sort of stuck to her aesthetic, so to speak.
Showed it.
We saw the islands. We saw the
We felt the islands.
We were there. I wanted to be there.
I sure did.
I still want a dress.
Coconut in hand.
No coconut for me.
With a straw.
I don't like coconut.
Margarita.
Coconut's nasty.
Yum.
But I'll eat margarita. Like, Courtney eats everything but coconut for the most part.
I like real coconut, but I don't like flavored.
The only thing I eat
real
with
nut.
coconut in it, you want real nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the fake artificial flavoring. Just saying.
Hysterical. I would just take a shot and be good. But anyway, they did good. That was the fashion show. And then we had some randoms in the audience that gave some little feedback.
Sure did. Cecilia,
with your sleepy eyes. She was there and she really
her panda eyes.
And she totally liked Kim. She was like, I would wear that. Do you remember what Cecilia used to wear?
Not that.
Like browns and definitely not hot pink.
Maybe she was inspired.
Perhaps. I just thought that was
to open
funny.
a new door.
Who else was inspired was Natalie Portman miniature.
Oh.
Not the real Natalie
With
Portman.
Her big-ass attitude. It was nice to see her.
Danielle? I think that was Danielle.
Natalie Jr.
It was Natalie?
No,
Jr.
it's not really.
I was like, it was Natalie? Wait, no. It was Danielle, I think is her real name. But yeah, we called her Natalie Portman because she looks like...
She does, like a sadder Natalie Portman. I didn't even know that was possible.
Less attractive Natalie Portman.
Mousy.
Because even though Natalie kind of looks sad a lot, I think she still looks very pretty to me.
Fresh.
Danielle does not look very pretty to me.
She looks like she has something in her.
She's the one that kept making that green silk shirt because she was so good at draping chiffon.
I know.
But then there was...
Look where she's at now. Just kidding.
Oh, boo, you weren't in the show. Jennifer Love Hewitt was there, and she loved Anya. Some lady named Stephanie also loved Anya, and she's like...
Some lady.
She was the something for Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. It was her cousin. And then, of course, Jay McCarroll from season 1, he was the winner. He loved Josh.
He's like, I just would not want to be these judges.
That was Nick Varios. I don't know how to say his name. He was season 3. He was like, oh, it was fantastic. And then Betsy Johnson loved Josh.
Oh, I love Betsy.
But that's no surprise. But actually, I mean, I'm kind of surprised because I would feel like she would go for Kimberly more. I
maybe.
Guess, I mean, color-wise. But I guess with Josh,
Kimberly
because he
color
worked with weird material.
And then Victor for strategy and technique.
Yeah. So,
Betsy.
I don't know, but that was the feedback. Oh, and the one of my favorites, Corinne Bailey Rae, was there because I love her hair. And she liked Victor. But I could see.
We liked Victor, too, during the season.
We were just kind of disappointed. It was just kind of boring.
How could he do us like this?
I got like 5 mirror shirts.
I feel like our fashion father just walked out on us.
He ain't my daddy.
Okay.
I never voted for him. Anya was always my number 1 boo. So
way to stay loyal, girl.
I know what I'm doing. That's why I do what I do.
Do it and do it well.
And do it over again. Yep. So then they go to judging.
Judgment.
And they stand on stage with their motto of selection. And Kim got judged first. Surprisingly, the judges actually were really nice to everybody.
Can I ask you a question? You said models of selection. Yeah. They picked that model?
It's like their main chick.
Because I would have thought, judging from what we saw on the panel, I thought that was like the last girl hanging around at the show.
Usually,
that didn't have a bar to be at.
Their main model that they've been with through the season is supposed to be in there. Usually, she's in their last look. It's not always that way, but it's usually their last look, which is the statement look.
Because were those their last looks?
It was Anya's, and
because Kimberly's
was not. But it could have been like another model looked better in the last look than she did. And
if I had my druthers, I would have had Anya's first girl be her.
Yeah, but they can't just pick the random models. That's another. They didn't show us this season. Like usually we get to see them select their models.
Yeah,
we didn't get
this year. They're like, "F you, we're gonna give you more money, and we're gonna pick your model."
Yeah, but then we got the fake drama. Sorry, I'm sipping. I'm thirsty.
Please.
I definitely have to keep with my ginger ale. And by the way, this is the only ginger ale to drink. All the other stuff is crap.
Somebody's
Canada
selective.
Dry, you suck. 365 up in Whole Foods, that's some bull. Schweppes.
No Shasta?
You're the only one.
No Shasta, girl? How are you from the East?
That's why I drink Schweppes, because I am from the East Coast. And the South, and we know what we're doing. Anyway, that had nothing to do with anything. So Kim's getting judged, right? She got that hot pink dress up there with that ugly jacket.
Thank God they ripped that thing off for like Cinderella.
I'm glad they took it off so we could see what's going on. The front of this, the
so much
scalloping was
nicer.
so nice. Like, why did she put that jacket on there? It was like gunmetal, gray, ugly.
She needs a little help when it comes to styling.
It was cropped like up to here. It looked like a box.
My guess is that she was trying to integrate both of the styles and make her line cohesive. That's my guess. But it looks so bomb when she took that thing off because I did not even notice that dress until the
girl. It had
judgment.
zippers on the back. I would have been all up in
okay.
that. Like, ooh, you can unzip me from back. It was
yes.
Nice. It was very nice. I liked it.
Totally messy.
I wonder if those were functional zippers. I don't know.
I hate it when they just put a zipper for looks. Like, I want it to be fully functional.
I want it to like unzip. That's kind of,
what's there for?
Little.
Give me 2. Give me 7.
I can unzip you from the back.
That's right.
Okay, so they basically said she held on to herself. Everybody loved the black sparkly gown at the end.
I know.
They thought it was her girl. Her client is exuberant and glamorous.
I got the glamour from the last look,
but that's the only one. I don't.
And
really
from
feel
the
like
abalone cocktail.
Maybe. I guess hot pink, and I don't know. It kind of was fun and young to me. I didn't really think glamorous except for that last look. So that's kind of strange to me.
I agree.
But whatever. In the end, though, when they was talking behind her back, because they didn't give her really any negative feedback in the front, from the back, they said she's not ready yet. They think she has an interesting point of view, but she's not ready yet. And I would have to agree.
But I think she's on the road to success.
She's on the road.
And this is just a small stop on her fashion journey.
I hope so. So in like 2 years when we're sitting
That
at
white on
AfterBuzz-
white, actually, though, that white on white was glamour.
Yeah. The white on white and the dress. So that's 2.
We both commented that there were pieces that we were just like,
oh,
dying over. And then
like,
they missed the mark a little bit, but they weren't horrible.
exactly. But that's, I guess they're right. She's got to completely come into her voice. She's getting there. So it's nice that they brought her this far.
Especially when you're up against people that learn to sew in 2 seconds.
Because they're obviously brilliant. And you're just trying to keep up. But they were really nice in general. And then they just kind of said, she's not quite there yet. Good perspective. We want to see more at some point. But you're not there yet. And then there was the Joshua judging.
Heidi was dying over those nasty green plum smugglers. I'm just saying.
Heidi, I really wonder what you do in your off time.
And it really, like...
She was in love with those shorts.
It looked like it photographed okay, but...
I did it when Nina said, oh, I could see this in editorial. Get it. I totally get it.
Yeah,
for that.
but the thing is,
like,
you gotta walk in that.
And what happened when the string come out? Like, what?
Oh...
That's like vag all the way. Like, there's nothing but vag there. Like,
you saw your esthetician earlier that day.
Real good waxing, good job. Real good waxing job. But they said that
they were gagging over a lot of his items. Actually,
over everything. They said that his editing and his sticking to his guns, though, with his aesthetic, served him superbly well. It was shown throughout his entire collection. The only thing they said that I agreed with was that he has an interesting use of materials. Whether or not you like it is another issue, but you have to give him props for using some different stuff.
You know, if I need plastic armor, I know exactly who to call.
You know, with a neon green bra up under that junk?
Breastplate, condensation, the whole shebanga.
Just sweat it out. I wonder how they did that. How did they keep him from sweating in it?
Carefully.
Because it's very clear.
Maybe.
Josh, we need to find you. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, maybe there's air holes in it and we don't see it. But you ever
like a little ventilation system?
Did you ever get the plastic shoes, like, back in the day?
The jellies?
Well, jellies did it too, but, like, the heels, like, when you're supposed to be going somewhere special. Okay, so I had some.
Like the Barbie one?
Like, they're supposed to be clear, like, glass slippers, but they're not because they're plastic. And they put holes in them to vent.
Jellies.
Bedazzle.
No, they're not jellies. They were like heels that are clear, but then they have like sparkly stuff on them. Not stripper ones, but like they're
I know
like
the
shoes.
ones.
Like
kind of Jessica Simpson had a baby with Barbie and made that.
They're like princess shoes. Anyway, they poke holes in the sides so that like your feet can breathe. So
your feet don't sweat?
So your feet don't sweat. And I don't have sweaty feet, but my feet still fog up.
Everybody's
shoes.
Feet sweat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, my feet don't really sweat that much. I have a sweat thing that's going to happen. But they still sweat enough
to fog up the shoes. You don't put deodorant on your foot.
Even with the holes.
On your breastplate before you stick that plastic on it.
Like, how do you keep the boobage from sweating in a
Dove.
breastplate? Oh, what do you do?
Roll on.
Maybe hairspray works. I don't know.
Maybe. Tricks of the trade.
I don't know. We want to know your secret because nobody was foggy at all.
Just in case we have to use this.
You never know. You might need it on your shoulder.
I know you're like gunning for that dress and you're going to need this, girl.
I want the black garbage bag booty sack. Like, I don't even know what you call it because I assume it was still pants and he just added a piece of fabric to the back.
That's what I think so, too.
I think it looked like it still was pants.
On the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of think it's hot that there's still pants, but how do you get out of it too is something else.
Girl, it took me 20 minutes just to use the restroom and this. I can't imagine what I would be doing. You know what I mean?
I don't know. But they loved
too
it.
much.
They thought he was amazing. They thought the neoprene was weird, but it was cool. It was a solid collection, and he had the best styling. Which,
a little
by
too
the
Austin
way,
Powers for me.
He got best styling because he didn't do too much, not because he did something great. Because usually he would overdo everything. So the fact that he didn't overdo it.
That's just like winning by default.
And I don't like that.
I
but
don't
whatever.
either.
They were trying to make us believe that Josh was in the game for
trying
real.
To play games
and it was making me nervous. But then they talked to Victor. They loved his prints. They loved the detail on his pants. They didn't get the transparent chiffon black dominatrix, what are you doing? So,
we didn't either. There were too many mirrors too up in that collection.
The mirrors were always up in there.
Seriously?
And they thought that he looked like he had two collections, and so he was a little confused. So it wasn't as cohesive as they would like, but they did go together very
Somebody give me an all black collection. How fun would that be? Yes, please. Obviously, they would never win this kind of.
Nobody wants to see all black, Christina.
I do.
We need color every once in a while, like a little splash. But that was really his only criticism. Like, they thought that
they didn't mesh.
It was like two different people going on. It was like crazy, angry, black dominatrix woman, and then there was this soft, beautiful, printed lady running around. So
in the 50s, ready to bake some crispy rice squares straight from the oven.
Whatnot. So he did good, but they didn't jump down his throat either. So whatever.
And Nina gave a lot of good jobs out.
She did. She was just like, very nice job. Like, I could see this doing this. I don't wonder if they just were supposed to give positive feedback, because like nobody bashed anybody. Because usually, I mean, during the season they bashed people.
Oh, for sure. They're like, okay, it's the finale. We're all coming together.
I don't know.
We'll be easy on you.
But they did give some negative feedback to Anya. They liked the vibe.
Whatever.
They did. They said specifically, they were like, liked your vibe. It definitely speaks to you, but you really didn't have to do much.
Yeah, but they would be ripping on the best in show.
Everything was a V-neck. So they were saying she didn't really make anything. Like, everybody else had separates and jackets, and
but there
all
wasn't,
she had was dresses.
And she did have a lot of V-necks, but there wasn't one thing that I said, hey, that should not be made as a V-neck.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But they just said more variety. And the guest judge, who we forgot to mention, was Lauren Scott. And she basically said, I love
she looks important.
She's real important.
Okay. This is not her first rodeo.
She'd been around the block. You could tell by that wig.
But
I
thought it was real for a second there.
I just thought it was kind of wild. I was like,
I contemplated. I was like, wait, is it real? Is it fake? Is it real? Is it extensions?
All I know is she was doing it all in her red. So
and she was doing it in red flats too. I was like, okay.
Red, everywhere. Get it, girl. But she did make a good comment. She was like, it's beautiful. I love it. I want it. But I live in the city. Can I get a sweater? Can I get a t-shirt?
What would Anya's sweaters look like?
I think it would be fun.
Little knitted pineapples on the boobs.
How cool if she could find some amazing prints to do sweaters in. And she could do beautiful blouses if she could sew a sleeve.
Hey, you know what? I would love to have like an off-the-shoulder, oversized pattern of hers.
Exactly.
That'd be hot.
So she just has to... I think she just has to learn how to sew, or get around the people that know how to sew.
Honey, after this, she's going to have people working for her, sewing for her.
The reality is that I'm sure she can visualize it, but she probably can't execute it yet because she can't sew. So that's why we didn't get no blouses and no pants.
We're baby stepping it.
You know, we got to go a little bit at a time. But they did say she works well under pressure, which is amazing because you need to be able to do that in this business. And obviously, she didn't have a collection last week, so... This week, she pulled out the stops, and Michael Kors said the black and whites, all those were brand new.
They were hot.
And they looked...
She ripped it up.
They were amazing, and they looked like they belong. So she pulled it off, and of course...
Good job, girl.
You're our winner.
Go on, girl.
Anya. I've been on your team from day one.
Oh, so loyal, so dedicated.
So loyal, so dedicated. Love you, love you, love you. Congratulations on the win. So that's how we close the season, with the winner that we wanted, which was a surprise because they tried to trick us.
So happy. If Joshua would have won over her.
Totally thought Josh was going down, and I was like, oh my God, they're not going to let the fan favorite win.
I would have never watched this show again. I'll tell you that right now.
So big ups to Anya. Send me a dress, girl. I'm going to find you and be like, hey, I do a little show. Can you send me a dress?
Oh, make us sweaters.
Ooh, we'll be your first sweater model.
Yay.
Yay. And we're going to go to a commercial break now and see you in a few minutes.
The biggest new media platform on the web just got bigger. More bandwidth, smoother streaming, lightning fast download.
Don't get technical with me.
AfterBuzz TV is making the jump to hyperspace. Join the fun at your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Look at the size of that thing.
AfterBuzz TV.
I see you. And I just want to dance with you.
I love how this a little bit to do with what we're doing.
This is one of the few that I actually support.
One of the few?
Every time you turn the lights down.
How could you not love it? Except...
Hey, I'm not dogging on her. I'm just saying this is one of the ones I especially support.
I
love me some Slave for You.
I know, exactly, right? And the reason I
Wait,
can't
what?
listen to
Wait,
it is
one more
'cause
time?
all I see is her walking on the stage at the MTV Awards trying to do the performance, and it was, oh my God, Brittany.
Wait, what happened?
She made up for it at her concert.
Oh, Brittany, I was worried. I was like, who let you go on stage, girl? Because she was just like...
She did the fallback.
What? Repelled from the ceiling on a string.
She was high as a kite. Oh my God, she was so gone. Whoever
She's on
let
her
go out there.
medication.
I mean, I'm sure it was prescription, but oh my God.
Yeah, me too.
Those Quaaludes, girl, she was done.
No, but Christina, I said your outfit is very reminiscent of the music video.
Of the video, yeah.
I've never seen it.
Very reminiscent.
It is definitely.
Well, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. This song and Slave for You, girl. I will bust out.
Then you would love
See,
the
that's
new
when
album.
Britney could dance,
But
like,
that,
real
yes,
good.
We do miss the dancing, but,
Oh, we miss the young
but
Britney.
the music of this new album is more of this.
Musically, awesome.
It's awesome.
Whoever produced this, word.
She's awesome. I love
Are you
her.
going to see this?
We're not talking about that right now.
I don't do Twilight. I haven't done any Twilights. No Twilights for me. How I love Britney. How I love her. How I love her.
I love your passion to love Britney and Jesse's. I love the
her.
love.
And you know
I
who
can't
else
say
I
that.
love who dropped a new video this week?
Beyonce? I don't know the name of that song, but it is so hot.
Party. I love it.
I love the music. The video is so
The
sick.
video is so hot. I want to be in the trailer park having a party right now because it's so awesome. I don't even know like how to gimme segue into our hottie of the season.
Give me some more hot dogs.
I've played what we call pop iconic queens tonight.
Okay, so we're doing queens, and there is no other queen of this castle that is AfterBuzz.
Queen of the castle.
We're all princesses. But in our search to decide who deserves the crown for hottie of the Project Runway season here at AfterBuzz, I had to go with none else than the diva herself, Mama Maria Menounos.
More gorgeous than ever.
She is fantastic, fashion always, all the time.
So classy in that outfit,
so
too.
I just pulled a few looks from her from the year 2011 so she can represent for Project Runway AfterBuzz TV 2011. And this was, I don't even know, I think it was Oscars earlier this year.
I love that gown.
But I love it. It's so nice and simple and super sexy. And
yes.
the hair, because she's always got great hair.
She's like elegant and classy and sexy all into
at
one.
the same time, and just looks delicious. And
She's
then,
like a little classy burrito. Because it's all rolled up into one.
all into one. And then she is working the menswear look in this suit, which was navy
Love.
blue. We can't
Those
see on her.
pants
And the
are so
pants and the
hot.
slide. It was just fitted so well. And she looks like super professional woman because she's got the straighter hair. It's a little bit softer, but she is still sexy as hell in a menswear
And dangerous in
outfit.
those Dudley Do-Ride pants. I love them.
Exactly. She is a fierceness all around the world. And then
Even in the office.
Even in the office. And then she has the playful, I'm still a party girl, because just because I'm grown and I got a job and a career and I'm doing everything else doesn't mean I don't know how to get down.
Okay.
This outfit is bright green emeralds and it's got little detail on the boobage cleavage.
Cute.
And some sassy shoes that you can't really see. I think they were like silvers and like metal, like plastic, whatever. It was like extra. I was like, get it. And she's in a ponytail. Hair's in a ponytail. And she's
Styled perfectly.
Styled perfectly with the crazy cutouts and the necklines that we've been seeing on Project Runway this season. Completely.
That's
that
a very
is an Anya
Anya
neckline.
gown. Yeah.
That is a very Anya neckline. If the skirt was flowy, it would have been all it.
It's Anya on top, Kim on the bottom.
Exactly. And then I close with this only because I saw a huge coat at Calvin Klein while I was in the search of my crazy outfit for the day. And I was like, Maria, I want that coat. Because it's just like
So
a
Rachel
big,
Zoe of
fluffy,
her.
Exactly. Rachel
So
Zoe.
Zoe.
Fluff heaven. And she looks so cute with her little beret and
I
her perfect
know.
hair. And
She's ready to ski.
she looks adorable.
Or snowboard.
And I was like, oh, I want a fluffy coat. And I remember
I
back
just want to squeeze her.
when I got my new Vogue for the fall season and it said gorilla sleeves are in. I was like, that is so ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Like big sleeves? Like
just
oversized?
huge, fluffy, furry gorilla sleeves. And essentially, that's a gorilla sleeve.
Like a gorilla
And
sleeve?
I love it. I like the gorilla all over. I couldn't just do like skinny, like a little blazer and then have gorilla sleeves. But that works.
I
me.
love.
So, congratulations, Mama Maria.
Oh, wait, I got one more.
Oh, you got me one more?
Yes, she did this for a magazine shoot, and I just thought everyone always talks about the little black dress.
The LBD.
What about the little yellow dress?
I didn't pull this one because we've had it out here all the time, and I was like, I won't do that one again. But it's my favorite look of the whole year that she did. This was the cover of, what was it, Shape magazine?
Yes.
It was Shape magazine back this summer before her book came out, or right when the book came out. It's yellow. She had the accessories and the brown belt, and just easy breezy tank dress like nobody else can wear.
I'm looking at it in white, and it looks just as hot, honestly.
hot.
It reminds me of that white shirt over the blue jeans, kind of 90s 90210 funk, you know what I mean?
It's just a really
Classy,
easy.
But in yellow,
simple,
I bet it
bright
pops.
yellow, tan skin, flowy hair. When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
Me too.
God.
We need to go to Maria Charm School.
I know. That's what the Every Girl's Guide to Life is for.
Right here.
Read it up, charm it up, and you will follow in the boss's footsteps. So congratulations. Thank you, Maria. We appreciate you for AfterBuzz, and we appreciate your fashion because it's fabulous.
I
all the
appreciate
time.
you, Courtney.
I appreciate you,
It's
Christina.
been a fun season.
You've been my road dog through it all.
You're my buzz cut.
Even though we've had hosts come and go and show, and
There's still
sometimes,
two remaining.
and it's always us, boo. We made it through, and we got to the
like
end.
we made it.
Amen. And we're listening to
Wow.
Madonna. All right, so we got to roll this up in our last segment here. We're going to find out where some people are,
Oh, great.
because we got to do it because it's format purposes.
I wonder where Cecilia is.
I don't know, but I know where Carol Hannah is. This is Carol Hannah. She is from season. Dang it, I lost my notes again.
She
because
has
my
that
phone timed out.
surfer girl look
Surfer
about
girl,
her.
But she was season 6. We're bad. I love it. Do we have to talk about Carol Hannah? She's cute. She's got a bridal collection.
Oh,
I like him.
love
Don't
a black
remember-
man with a hawk. Love a black man with a hawk.
I have no idea who he is, but his name was Ramon Lawrence Coleman. He was also in season 6. And the reason he was interesting is because he helped Lauren Conrad design her line for Kohl's.
Oh, really?
So he's doing things. So Carol Hannah made some wedding dresses, and apparently he's helping Lauren Conrad make a fortune over at Kohl's.
This is on point. Snap to the next.
So that's it, y'all.
Who's our hot dog?
We didn't get a dog. We just did a
Jesse?
queen. Jesse can be our hot dog for the week.
Is our
for
hot
season.
dog.
He's the only dog that matters up in AfterBuzz.
That's right.
So there we go. Because we like to party, y'all. So I hope y'all like to party. I hope you got lots of party plans for the Halloween weekend. Hope you take your fashion and your inspiration and throw it on into your Halloween costumes. And until whenever the hell Project Runway comes
Till
back,
next.
that's going to do it for us.
Deuces.
Thank you for joining us.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
you
you later, fashionistas.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.